how do you see a strong connection between sexual health and the whole well-being of the Muslim family unit or any family unit? Let's
Yeah. Yeah. So, I think that, well, sexual health is very, very important. And you know what? I think what we have to understand is that sexual health is part of health, right? Sexual health prevents people from um, letting sexually transmitted infections take over their lives. They're able to go and ask for help. It prevents intimate partner violence. It prevents unplanned pregnancy. So it prevents all of those things. And I think that what also is important to understand is that, sexual health is also about pleasure. And that's something that, people don't talk about at all. And so I think that understanding and embracing all of those things leads to a more complete life. And I think that, having that part of your life be fulfilled really, I think, leads to a more richer community and also to a richer family life. And I think that that's really what's important. Sex education is all about, being more inclusive and in schools, the thing is that with schools, most schools don't have a standardized curriculum. So here in the US, all the states get money for sex education, but how they spend it and if they spend it is up to them. And it's really based on the district. And so for people that have children in school, it really is important to figure out what your children are learning in school because different states have different recommendations and criteria. So for example, let's say like a southern state, they may not teach anything about contraception. In fact, they may only teach about abstinence, right? So whereas a different state teaches about contraception, they teach about safe sex, they teach about infections. So it's really important for the parent to understand what their school is teaching them so that you can really fill in the gaps for your children. And that, we know that children here have access to way more information than we ever did growing up. And so it's silly for us to think that our children don't know anything. They probably know way more than we do. And so it's important, though, to understand and realize where are they getting their information from, right? Is it through school? Is it through friends? Is it Googling? Is it even porn? So we have to really be aware and have those open conversations with our families and our children so that they know that we are a safe place for them to come to if they have questions. And we have to, it's important for us not to shame them, right? Because I think that, shame, guilt, embarrassment, all of those things are negative emotions. And if we start to have those negative emotions, we're definitely not going to come back to that person that elicited that feeling in us. So it's really important for us to have our children understand that they can come to us and they can ask us and that we won't shame them and that we are a resource for them when they need it and if they have questions.